Welcome aboard the first revenue run of Amtrak's brand new second-generation Acela trainsets. After years of delays, these high-speed trains are set to launch service this morning and have come to Boston South Station to be a part of American railroad history in the newly upgraded Acela First Class. But were these trains worth the wait? Is everything on board an upgrade? And will they serve me breakfast before I get to Providence? The only way to find out is to go for a ride. Amtrak has operated the Acela service since 2000, when the first generation of trains went into service on the Northeast Corridor. In 2016, Amtrak ordered a new fleet of trains from Alstom to replace these. Construction began in 2017, and deliveries started in 2020. Testing revealed a series of issues which took Amtrak 5 years to resolve, and now, after a special VIP train yesterday, the new trains are entering revenue service. They go by various names, depending on who you ask. To Alstom, they are the Avelia Liberty, as they're based on the Avelia platform, which is also set to go into service in France and Morocco. Man, if I had a Durham for every time Amtrak and ONCF had similar faulty rolling stock, I'd have 3 Durhams, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened thrice. Also check out my Morocco video, link above. To Amtrak, these trains are the Acela II or Next Gen Acela. The name is self-explanatory. Since I booked myself in first class, 4,000 points booked a few weeks in advance, I head to the lounge for snacks, only to find out it won't open until after boarding. So I go back to the platform to join all the other fans here for the celebration. Wait, do we have power car 2135 on train 2153? You got it. Nice. Oh, we got flags. The hype here is like 10 times as much as for the Mardi Gras opening, and that was hype. They literally made an announcement on the PA system welcoming passengers for the first run of the new Next Gen Acela. The media's here. There's like 4 different cameras. They have Acela cookies. Is that not the coolest thing? Is that Miles in Transit from the world famous internet YouTube channel Miles in Transit? Hey, nice camera.
Oh, thanks, yeah.
I bought a tie for this. I've gone to funerals without ties. This was the thing that did it.
Soon enough, it's time to board. Each train has 2 power cars with 9 coaches in between, including 7 business class cars, a cafe, and our first class car, which has a distinctive red door. Trains deploy gap fillers at each station, and the onboard bathrooms are nice and large with a motorized door. Major points for accessibility here. Seats are arranged in a 1-2 configuration. Mine is a single. Each seat comes with a winged headrest, a reading light, and a tray table. This is much easier to deploy than the one on the original Acela, but it does block the seat back pocket, which is a little annoying. Said seat back pocket comes with information about our train, and the tray table also has a deployable drink holder. There's a footrest for our Kalkidan-sized friends, and a proper window shade rather than the curtains on the first gen. 2 outlets are available along with a USB charging port. Since USB-C is more standard nowadays, an adapter is also provided. Nice touch. The seats recline feature did take me a minute to figure out. It's a little button right here on the seat. As you can see, push that, see how far it goes back. Goes back. Nothing's happening. I think I'm doing this wrong.
They don't recline, they scooch.
Oh, they scooch! Okay.
Yeah, so if you push the button, this slides out and the whole thing goes forward.
Hey, your voice sounds familiar. Where can I subscribe to you?
If you want to subscribe to me, go on head on over to Lone Star Trip Reports.
Oh my god!
Heck yeah!
Here we go, we have scooched. Here's what it looks like fully scooched. If I'm being honest, the seat was not that comfortable. If the old Acela seats were shaped like bricks, the new seats feel like sitting on them. Okay, I'm exaggerating a little, but these felt hard, like commuter rail seats, or worse, intercity seats, in Europe. I couldn't imagine being super comfortable riding this on a longer journey, like my friend Tom on the VIP run, you lucky duck. Car attendants bring around menus and take initial drink orders. Then, before too long, we're off on our historic journey. Note for the foamers, the windows have a weird little pattern on them. I'm guessing it's to prevent glare or something like that, but it does make it a little harder to get shots pressed up against the glass. So far the ride is pretty smooth. We'll have to see how it handles the corridor once it hits full speed, but thus far it's pretty good. Just a few minutes later, we arrive in Back Bay. Then we turn south, quickly accelerating to 100 miles per hour. The train tilts gently on curves, but as we climb into higher speeds, it does start shaking a bit, as you can see from my water bottle. Of course, I'm not sure how much I can fault the train for that. We are pulling higher speeds on a conventional line. It's here that I discover the weird window pattern isn't present on most windows, so I'm not sure what was going on at my seat. And speaking of high speeds, the question on everyone's mind is, will our train hit 160 miles per hour? This was advertised as the train's top speed, 10 miles an hour faster than the first-gen trains. Regardless, after Route 128, our speed definitely increases. And I have a woman on the ground to capture it, because Kalkidan has willingly gone down to Mansfield to capture us going by. With my stop in Providence coming up, the car attendant graciously brings my breakfast out first. I have the chilaquiles, which I highly recommend, 10 out of 10. Then we're slowing down to our stop in Providence, which will be the end of the line for me. I'm really excited that Amtrak is bringing world-class high-speed train travel to the Northeast through these new trains, and I look forward to seeing them up and down the corridor for years to come. They're far from perfect, both in their delayed entry and their onboard experience, but they're a step in the right direction and worth celebrating.
When are you getting up this video? Are you doing this day one?
I'm gonna try to get this out before this train gets to Washington. Special thanks to the Amtrak crew, my fellow passengers, and everyone who submitted footage for making this video possible, and to my Patreon supporters for bankrolling my trips as always. So now what do I do with the rest of my day? So I'm here on the steps of the Rhode Island State House. My ride back to Boston isn't for a bit yet. So I wanted to show you guys what sort of swag Amtrak has at a new high-speed train once-in-a-generation event launch opening. First of all, I get a certificate that says, congratulations, I'm on a Amtrak milestone. But on the other side is some especially good, where'd it go? On the other side is some especially good news. All Amtrak Guest Rewards members participating in today's inaugural day of service will receive 1,000 Amtrak Guest Rewards points in their account within 10 business days. I booked this trip with points under my rewards username, so I don't need to do anything. I think the points will just come to me. They have cookies, which this one has been in my pocket, so it's cracked, but I'm gonna eat it soon, so it doesn't matter. They were giving out pens. Let's see what this looks like. Aha! Next Gen Acela launch. Is it a twisty pen? It is a twisty pen. And it's got the Acela logo on it, pins, and a sticker. But the real question is, in all of that adventuring, did we hit 160 miles per hour? Well, according to my speedometer, no. We topped out at 147. But thankfully my speedometer wasn't working correctly. Lone Star Trip Reports across the aisle from me screenshotted this on their phone. So yes, we were the first people to ever be paying passengers on a train in this country going 160 miles per hour. That's history made. This is Classy Will. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe. And the video is done, and they are only in New York City. Fastest editor in the Northeast.